Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. I'm sharing a new product from Stamps of Life that is coming to HSN. This is the Christmas tag die set that has these adorable die cuts that you can use to create tags. There's also a stamp set included and some little gemstone kind of embellishments and then some twine. Okay, so this is the kit, and let me open this up and then I'm going to make a tag for you. All right, so there are three tags. There is the wreath, the Santa face, and then these are about 4 inches, maybe 4.25 inches by about 3.5 on that one. And there's like a little kind of reindeer face, and he's about the same size. So they're a nice size for packages, or you could use them on cards as well. So there's the outer frame, and then there's in this case, there's the Santa face, and there's the wreath die, and then there are these little dies that will go on top for kind of the hanger element of it. And I'll show you that in just a second. So, and then there's some little face dies that allow you to cut out the little shapes to put on the face on Santa. And then here are the little dies that go with the top of the ornament. So it's sort of like an ornament tag, okay? Very cute. And here's the bow on that one, and then there's the little face with the little bell and all of that. Okay, so let me get started on this. I'm going to make the wreath one, and I'm just going to run this through my machine, and you can see you have this cute little shape tag that you instantly can, I mean, you could use that on its own. I don't think it looks strange without the stuff, but you could if you were in a hurry and you didn't have time to make it. You could absolutely use it on its own. No one's going to know. But if you want to jazz it up, here are all the embellishments that you are going to put on there. And I have glued down the wreath. Here I have added the bow, and then I have used the little die that cuts out the little berries on there. And some of the berries are shaped like hearts, which is very cute. So I'm just using my little pickup stick here, and I've just gone ahead and added some glue to it, and then I have popped these onto in their particular location. And then I die cut the little strips in gold foil, so I can come back here and add this onto my tag to add a little bit extra. You could take the twine that's included and wrap it around. I think that would be really cute. But I'm just going to kind of paper piece this back together. And so I just cut another tag of the wreath, another wreath I should say, and just cut out the little coordinating ribbons, I guess they would be, that kind of go around. I could see a ribbon, this being called a ribbon, that go around the wreath that are so cute. But I wanted to do the gold because I wanted it to really stand out. You could use red again, but I wanted a little more contrast. So I decided to go with the gold. All right, and I just missed a little bit on there, so I'm just trimming up where that was, and now that one is ready to go. So then I'm just going to finish these other two, and I think this, you could use just this wreath on a card. I think this would be really cute to just pull this apart, you know, not put it with the shadow, so you have the ability to do several things with it. It's very versatile in that you can make absolutely a tag that would go on a bag, or you could put this on the front of a card. And be sure to stay tuned to the end. I do have some samples to share with you. Okay, so here is the last one, and super, super cute. I just used some really dark green cardstock there so it would stand up against the light green. Okay, so now I am ready to put my little gold hanger on there at the top, and then I am going to open up this twine here so I can finish off this tag. And you can see that you get 6 colors, and it was hard making a choice, and I do think I used up every piece of this. It was really pretty. I really liked the gold one as well, and it was fun that there was even things like brown. So if you wanted to do something you know, with the little kind of reindeer, that would coordinate nicely. So I'm just pulling this off. I pulled the wrong string, you can see. Pay attention to what you're doing. Y'all know that I'm always a hot mess in the craft room. And I always show you that too because I don't ever pay attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to trim this down, and then I'm going to run a loop through and pull it back on itself to make a hanging tag. And then, but wait, I have to stop because I realized that I wanted to stamp the back of my tag before I finished. I forgot that step. So I've grabbed the stamp set. We've got 2 from on here. There are also some sentiments that you could use on these tags, but also on cards as well. And I'm just trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and lay them down? So I've got them in the right position, and I'm trying to see if I can get my all onto one stamp block. And then I will come back here with some of my licorice ink and stamp this out. So that will finish off the back of this tag. And then I can start putting these away for Christmas time. And when it's time to have the mad rush of I need some Christmas presents, I can pull these out. And I missed a little area there, so I'm just going to take my marker here and fill that in. That was totally my error. It stamps beautifully. I just didn't stamp it quite so. And that's why I often use my stamp positioner. So if I make a little boo-boo, I can fix it very easily. All right, so I'm going to pull this through again and finish off this really cute little tag. All right, so there it is. And then I want to take another little piece and add a little bit more to it. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to use. And I'm going to make a little extra something on there of doing a bow. Okay, and so I like to do that. I often will add some jingle bells to my tags, I should say. I love to do that. I usually keep a little stash of tiny little jingle bells, and then I will tie those onto my tags just to add another little festive element. So I cut one more little piece of the red, and then I'm going to tie a bow on there. I'm just making sure that it's on there securely, and then add a little tiny bit more. Okay, but you could add anything you wanted to. I'm just going to tighten that up. I don't want my bow to move. And there we go. Just going to trim up a little bit. See if those tails on my bow are too long. I want them a little bit shorter. And so I will have to trim those down a little bit so they don't cover up all the beautiful wreath. Just kind of fussing with that. And now I am ready to shorten these up. And this tag will be completed. Okay? So fun, and you just, limitless possibilities. But anyway, if you're interested, be sure and check the description. Here's a picture of it tied on a tag on a bag. And then we've got a Santa, and I did make a shaker card and add it to the front of a card for that. And this one is on a little candy box, would be perfect for the holidays. So thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check back during craft day and see all the great new items from Stamps of Life. Have a good day.